From the unknown to the stars, from the couch to the car, from the unheralded and the unheard, to the legends and beyond, it's where we all belong. Yes, this is where it all starts. From every genre, from every plane, this is where the music's played. So tune right in, won't you bring a friend? This is where it all begins. Welcome to the show, let the music flow, of every style and creed. And you can bet your socks that ETX rocks, ETX rocks.
Hey guys, Boston Chris here with the #1 resource for independent music in Northeast Texas. It's the ETX ROCKS Show, and we're at episode number 298, featuring an East Texasite, or East Texas boy, or however you call it here in East Texas, from Terrell, right?
Yes, sir.
I said Terrell, right? Did I say it right?
You said Terrell.
Yep.
Yes.
Terrell, not Terrell.
Yeah, I always say Terrell. My bad. My bad. But no, it's Terrell, Texas, home of the Silver Saloon. It's Cody Daniel, guys, and it's his first appearance on the ETX ROCKS Show. This was supposed to happen a ways back.
Yes, and then again, it's supposed to happen, and then now, we're finally
But
here,
it's happening. Guys. It's finally
I've been
happening.
looking forward to it. I'm stoked.
And he brought his guitar, beautiful guitar, and he's going to play us some music today. The first one is called Walmart Bathroom. Tell us a little bit about this song.
I had a good friend of mine tell me that she found out she was pregnant with both of her kids, in a Walmart bathroom. And as soon as she said that, I was thinking, this is the perfect country song.
Yeah.
So I went home and in about 15 minutes had it written. I feel like it, portrays a pretty good message.
Yeah.
And I wrote it probably 10 years ago, and I think it's still just as
And it's a
applicable.
country song.
Yeah, it's pretty country. I mean, it's more country than most of my other songs.
Yeah. And guys, we have a lot of people that watch the show from Europe and all over the place, so I have to kind of describe why this song is so apt for the southern United States, right? One of the cheapest places to get a pregnancy test in America is Walmart. So it would make perfect sense to do said test in the Walmart bathroom.
There you go.
So that probably happens more than any of us would like to admit, that we find out we're pregnant in a Walmart bathroom.
Yeah. And when I first posted the video years back, still to this day, it has more views than any other video that I've ever posted online. But I had all kinds of people message me saying, you know what, it's funny. That speaks to me because I actually found out too. I found out too, just one person after another. And I thought, man, it's born to be, so. Very
cool. So for the first time ever, guys, it's Cody Daniel live here in the ETX ROCKS living room. The song is called Walmart Bathroom. You guys check it out.
You're standing there staring at a wall you can't understand. Every time somebody walks by, your face turns red. You can't see why it has to be this hard. And in the back of your mind you keep going back to the night at that bar, thinking you should have done this and you should have done that. You're never drinking again, and that's a fact. You can't change it now. I know it's sad but true. There's no use in crying. Walmart bathroom. Your mama cried her eyes out when she heard the news. Your dad's pro-life, but he says it's your choice to choose. You're oh so tempted just to take the easy way out. You've made your bed so you'll lay in it. In your mind you still have doubts, thinking you should have done this and you should have done that. You're never drinking again, and that's a fact. You can't change it now. I know it's sad but true. There's no use in crying in the Walmart bathroom. watched her grow. You've raised her right, but still you never know. There's a fear in your heart that she'll walk in your shoes. Well, you know if she does, she'll be alright. You've been there too. Thinking you should have done this and you should have done that. You never drinking again, and that's a fact. You can't change it now. I know it's sad but true. There's no use in crying. Oh, there's no use in crying. I said there's no use in crying in the Walmart bathroom.
All right, so we are back again. It's episode 298 of the ETX ROCKS Show, which means we are 2 episodes away from our season 3 finale, and I can finally announce who's going to be on that show, guys. We have 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 of country music's biggest songwriters coming to the show. Tony Arata, who some of you guys may have heard of. If not, I know you've heard of his signature song, The Dance, by Garth Brooks. He wrote that song. Mark Germino is going to be on the show with Tony. Mark has written songs for Kenny Chesney, Confederate Railroad, and a host of others. And then, just the most awarded country music singer in the history of music, Vince Gill, is going to be right here on the ETX ROCKS Show. 21-time Grammy Award winner coming to the ETX ROCKS Show. You guys don't want to miss that. But today we have Cody Daniel from Terrell, Texas. Now resides in Kaufman, Texas.
Yeah, not too far from where I grew up.
Still east of Dallas.
Yeah, still east
So
of
it's
Dallas.
considered East Texas.
Yes, sir.
So again, guys, if you're following along with the show, we do put out a questionnaire for these guys so we can learn a little bit about them before we actually get to talk with them. And one of the things that stands out in his questionnaire is insecurity, anxiety, shyness.
Yeah.
So-
It's a little weird. I'm an introvert, I just and I think we were actually talking about this yesterday. We had a bunch of people over, and I just kind of kept to myself. I was tucked away from the bigger crowd, and people ask me, well, how can you get on stage if you're shy?
Yeah.
And you don't like being around a bunch of people. Like, well, when I'm on stage, it's just me up there.
Right.
Just me and a couple of guys if I'm playing with the band. So it's a lot different. I get to be away from all the craziness, and I just get to be in my own little world while I'm up
I
there.
imagine, though, as an artist, someone who's writing songs as well, just putting that out is a risk for you.
Yeah, this is actually, I've never really mentioned or been open about the anxiety and the depression part, but the more popular I get, the more attention I get, the more I want to be open about it.
Yeah.
And the more I want people to know that, hey, it's okay to struggle with stuff, whether it be anxiety, depression, or insecurities, just anything that anything that you worry about, it's okay. It doesn't matter if you have everything or you have nothing. We all struggle in our own ways.
Yeah,
So.
and you are a very blue collar
Yes, sir.
artist. You're self-made, all of that stuff. Everything you do is out of pocket and all
Yep.
that. Kind of like what we do here with the show. So I have a lot of respect for you in that aspect.
Thank you.
And the music is great, man. I mean,
I
you're a heck of a
appreciate it.
songwriter.
Lot of practice.
I can imagine. I can imagine. Still a young guy.
Yes, sir.
Living the family life as well, and hard-working dude as well. So how do you balance all these different sides of Cody Daniel? Because there's a lot, right?
Yeah. I feel like most of the time I don't really do any balancing. I just close my eyes and just walk through life.
Yeah.
It's good. Having such a supportive family means the world to me. I'm fortunate I get to play a bunch of gigs where I can have the kids there, so my girlfriend and her daughter and my son get to join in, and it's kind of our getaways. If I play long away gigs, then
Date night is music night.
yeah, there you go.
Yep.
That's exactly it. We get to check out all the new places together.
Right.
It's not that bad. I actually spend more time at my full-time job than I do doing music. And I've thought a few times about putting it down for a while just to kind of recuperate. Not just for myself, but
It never
for the
works.
kids. No.
It really doesn't.
I've got a little momentum going in the year that I've been doing it. That I've been doing it again. So I don't want to put it down. I don't want to lose that, you know.
Yeah, you never can, because, you know, I feel like the less creative artists might be able to walk away from it.
It's tough.
But if you're an artist,
Right,
and there's
right.
a difference, guys, between being an artist and being a performer. There's a huge difference in that. When you're an artist, you can never walk away from your art. Whatever it is, doesn't matter what it is, whether it's painting or music or sculpture, whatever. You can't walk too far away from
Right.
it.
Yeah, and I did it once. Right after high school, started hitting the bar scene and, you know, playing a couple shows a month, and then less than a year into it, found out I was having my son, and I decided, you know what,
Walmart bathroom?
better put it down. No Walmart bathroom on that one. But yeah, I decided I'd put it down, and I took about 4.5 years off from playing any gig. And
Miserable?
like I was pretty miserable.
Yeah.
I definitely had an itching for it, and I couldn't go and see a concert without just dreaming that I was, you know,
Right.
out there. So I did a lot of songwriting though, and I feel like that 4.5 years kind of made me into the musician I am now. I don't know that I'd be as comfortable on stage playing if, you know, I didn't spend that much time
Right,
practicing.
right.
So
So for every artist, within an artist evolution process, there's always that moment in time where maybe your music is a hobby, and then a switch is turned on somewhere that makes you want it to be more than a hobby.
Right.
So what's that moment for Cody Daniel?
I don't know. It's still a hobby for me. I try not to make it feel like work. You know, it's like I said, I have a full-time job, so I enjoy that, and I make decent money doing what I do, and I can really just afford to go out and play.
Right.
You know, there's some months where, like with school starting up, things like that, where the extra money is really needed, and so those to me kind of feel a little strenuous. But right now, man, I'm just out there just playing. I get to get up on stage and just be me. And I'm not trying to force anything. So
Right. So, guys, again, we're sitting here with Cody Daniel. It's episode 298. I want to thank everybody for, you know, coming along on the journey with us here at ETX Rocks. Cody Daniel is a singer-songwriter originally from Terrell, Texas, not Terrell. We had a friend of ours on the show. His name is Terrell Brindley, and he's from Houston. And it probably took 2 or 3 interviews with him before I finally got his name right. So I'd always be like, "Yo, Terrell, what's going on?" He's Terrell, Boston. It's Terrell.
I'm glad you've got mine right every time so far.
I'm
Actually,
telling
have
you.
3 first names. My middle name is Thomas, so people get that confused all the time.
Wow. So that's actually your last name, Daniel.
Daniel, that's my last name.
Because a lot of people will take their first and middle name, and that's their artist name.
Right.
So I was like, "Oh, here we go."
I could have gone either way.
Cody Thomas, that'd be cool as
There you
well. A CTD.
CTD.
That works. I like that. You can see it on a hat. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Guess I'm gonna have to redesign my logo now.
You see, we're always making changes here on the ETX ROCKS Show. So anyway, we're here with Cody Daniel. I keep saying his name because he's impressed that I get it right every time. So there's no S on the end, guys. No, it's not Cody Daniels. It's not related to Charlie. As much as I'm sure he'd love to be.
I would be okay with that.
He would put an S on the end of his name if that would happen. Charlie, call me. We'll make that happen.
Hey, thanks.
You know, another thing you talked about in your questionnaire that I found interesting, because I'm the same way as you're a very observant person.
Yes.
So you're a people watcher.
I am. I'm the type I can just sit anywhere, Whataburger, a bar. I mean, I just sit there. I'm quiet. I just like to watch people.
You get in trouble with your girl because of that?
No, actually, she's the same way. We can both go to a bar and both sit there either on our phones or just watch people. We never, sometimes we just don't even speak for an hour.
So you get a good one then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I used to get in trouble with my exes all the time. Why are you looking at her ass? No, I'm just a people watcher.
She'll point them out to me. She's like, "Look at the ass on that girl."
Yep. Same. I'm like, baby, what? Well, yeah, you're kind of right. But yeah, man, like people watching is you got to be slick about it. You have an advantage in that though, because you can sit on stage for 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, that's right.
With lights in your face, and nobody knows that you're watching them.
I think one of my favorite parts is I'm just as entertained sometimes when I'm up there singing. There's always, always people around, always different kinds of people. So you get to sit there and just see all these different, different personalities all in one room. And every now and then, you get to catch some bar drama at the back. Somebody getting in a scuffle and getting thrown out.
You create scenarios in your mind. Because you see 2 people scuffling in the back. You don't know exactly what they're saying.
Yeah.
Do you make up a plot in your mind? Like,
every
picture
now
they're
and then,
fighting
you know, like,
over
yeah.
a rabid dog.
Yeah,
or
and
something.
sometimes you can tell. You know, you look,
Yeah.
you scan the room, and you see one woman sitting here like this, and her man's just, and you're like, okay, I think I need to do a love song and see if I can get them out here dancing
yeah.
and turn their knot around. So,
Yeah, see, now I'm looking at that situation, wondering why they're like that.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
Like maybe he didn't take the garbage out, and the kitchen is smelling bad. Like I'm creating stuff like that in my mind. Does
Right.
that kind of stuff help you as a songwriter?
yeah, you know, because I just don't write about, I don't only write about myself. I don't only write about my experiences. Sometimes I just write. You know,
Yeah.
people ask me all the time, well, what was this song about? What was that one about? And I don't know. I just heard something, just like A Quiet Place to Die. You know, I heard A Quiet Place on a TV commercial, and for some reason, To Die came on the end of it, and then
Perfect sense.
I
Perfect
just
sense.
went from there and just wrote it out. I mean, you know, part of that song of the first verse is true. My grandpa did paint houses, and you know, he had a wild hair when he was about my age, and so that part's true. But some of it just, like I said, just came to me.
Now he's talking about a song, "Quiet Place to Die," that he sang for us today as a sneak peek for the show.
Yes.
Which actually came out about a week ago here on our Facebook and social media and stuff. We're also going to stick that at the end of the show. But this is a very important song for you because
Yes.
number one, it's your first release,
It is going to be my first release.
and it's part of a film as well.
Yes,
Is that right?
a local film out of Dallas called It's Just Us. Went and recorded the song. We did a video shoot for it. It's going to double as the movie trailer for It's Just Us, and I'm stoked.
Yeah.
I think the song came out great. I actually recorded every single part of it myself, so it's pretty neat experience just being able to do that. And like I said, I think the video is going to come out great as well. So
Yeah.
about a month from now, we'll
Wow.
be ready to release it.
So this is like double important to you, man. Like first
this is
release and it's picked up.
Yeah, a lot of first. Yeah, it was like I said, it was a cool experience.
What's the family think about all that?
They're excited. Yeah, I let some of them sneak peek and listen to the song.
The ones you like, right?
Yeah, the ones I like.
Yeah.
If you didn't hear it, then I guess I don't like you. So
Yeah, so sorry.
no, I tried to keep it kind of low key. I don't want it sneaking its way out. The file I sent was easily shareable, so
Yeah.
I tried to keep it on the down low. But yeah, I'm stoked. Less than a month, and
It's a great
everybody's gonna
song
get to see
too.
it. Thanks.
Really cool.
Yeah, it was.
It's a really wordy song.
Yes,
And that's okay.
a lot of mine are.
Yeah.
I feel like if you don't really listen to the lyrics of my songs, you may not catch the drift of some of them.
It's not going to work for you.
Yeah. I try to throw in the catchiness, where people, just really get along and start tapping their foot and stuff. But I also try to, bury some different meanings.
How much
in there.
struggle is there for you in that? Now, this is Texas, guys. Now, Texas music is completely different than music anywhere else. I mean, Nashville music is a big example of that. And Nashville is more concerned about being mainstream and marketable and all of that. That's also important to you as a Texas artist, I imagine, as well. But staying true to Texas is chiefly important.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you will not make it in Texas.
Yeah, the thing I like about the red dirt scene and just the southern scene itself is you can really incorporate any kind of genre you want to, as long as it's just honest and it has to have that kind of country feel to it, which is easy with an acoustic guitar. It just blends anyways. I try not to focus too much when I'm writing a different song or a new song. I just let the words come out, and some of my songs I've started 2 years ago, and I have one line or two lines for it, but I try to play them pretty steady and just let them come out. Some of them are a little heavier, some of them are a little more country.
I think the best word you said in that whole sentence was honest.
Yeah.
Because here in Texas, they can tell.
Yep.
Man, I'll tell you what, a listener here in Texas will know if you're being honest in your music.
Right.
Man, they can ferret
they
it
just
out
pick
quickly.
it up, man. Everybody does.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And that's what's great about Texas, that and the freedom you can have within your craft.
Yeah,
as well.
it's awesome, man. Like I said, I try not to overthink anything, any of my songs.
That's got to be tough as an introvert.
It is. It is very tough because every little, even the songs I played today, I was like, are people really going to like it?
I saw that.
People really going to like this one? Should I play this one instead? This one's a little more catchy than it is, meaningful.
How important is it to have a different ear for that? Having your girlfriend or your stepdaughter?
Very important. I feel like they can all be honest with me.
Yeah.
And most of the people that follow me around, when I debut new songs at my acoustic shows, they're pretty honest. They're it was all right. You could have changed this word or that word, or this sounds a little off. You should probably do something with that. So
I think those kind of people are really important too, because
rare.
Otherwise they're an enabler.
Right.
You know, and that's the worst kind of person you can be to a musician.
Yeah.
You know, if the musician is doing something that's not true to that musician, and you're saying, "Hey, that sounds great,"
yeah,
and it doesn't, all you're doing is a disservice to that artist.
Right.
Try to be honest if you can, in a constructive way.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Don't boo us off
don't
stage.
Don't be the "you suck" kind of guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't boo us off stage, but pull us aside and
leave
say,
your
hey,
rotten
look.
tomatoes at home. Been there, done that. But yeah, we're sitting here with Cody Daniel. It's episode 298. Now, one thing that I've recently learned about Cody is, now you didn't grow up with your dad as part of your support structure.
Right. I grew up with my stepdad raised me, and I wouldn't be the man I am today if it wasn't for him. But about 2.5 years ago, I met my biological father, and he's been my biggest fan since he came into my life. Even before I was playing shows. He gave me a guitar and was like, "Here, man, I don't ever play it, just play on it." And that's the guitar I started gigging with.
Wow.
And kind of went from there. I've written quite a few songs on that guitar, and he's been to just about every single show I've had. So
that's kind of a massive boost to not only the ego and the confidence, but just kind of maybe pushing it past the hobby level.
Yeah, it was. He he definitely drives me. If I slack off 1 month, and do a couple of shows instead of 5 to 10,
yeah,
he's like, "Hey, what's going on, man? Do I
Get
need to
off
start
your
booking
ass,
you some
dude.
shows?
Come
Yeah.
on.
Quit being lazy." I was like, "Man, I'm tired." He's like, "I don't care, do some shows." So that, and his dad was a musician back in the day, and played the bar scene and everything, and so I've always just kind of wondered where my musical side came from. There's been a few members on my mom's side of the family that played music and this and that, but nobody has ever really been into it like I am. And so, just meeting him and meeting that side of the family and seeing, oh, hey, so this is where what I do has come from. It was, it's been a neat experience.
That's cool. And now, again, I've read a lot about Cody, and I find something interesting about you. You're a great singer. I mean, a really, really good vocalist. But it hasn't always been that way.
It has not. So I picked up guitar. I'm 25 now. I picked up guitar at 15, almost 16, and I just started playing chords. And actually, the first song I've ever sang on guitar was a song that I wrote. Lyrics weren't that good back then. I guess I didn't really have experience to write about. Yeah,
you didn't know about Walmart bathrooms.
Right,
yet.
exactly. But no, I started writing my own songs. They were all deep. Obviously, I have a deep voice, and that's just where I started at. I started playing in church, and all I could do was Johnny Cash or Josh Turner songs, some Chris Christopherson, and it irritated me a little bit. I just wanted to be a good vocalist, so I just practiced, and like I said, the 4.5 years I took off was probably one of the best things I did. I had nothing else to do but sit there and practice. So it definitely helped my vocals, and now say I'm good, I'm all right. I still try to push myself and do songs that make me uncomfortable. So.
I've done a lot of singing over my time, and so I know exactly where you're at as also having someone with a deep voice.
Right.
And trying to push yourself in a register aspect, those upper registers. And you might be able to hit it and be in key and all that stuff and not even know.
Right.
Because you always sound weird to yourself.
Yeah.
So like you have to hear it back, or, of course, again, you have people that are enabling you, or are they enabling you? Do you even know? So, there's a difference between practicing it and then knowing it's good.
Yep. For sure.
But it is good.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah. He's more than just an all right singer. He's being humble. Comment down below if you agree with Boston on that, guys, on the YouTube or wherever you're listening. But Cody is going to play another song for us. And this is called Love Strong as Sin.
Love Strong as Sin, yes, sir.
And so tell us a little bit about this song, because, man, this is a great message in this song.
I actually, there's going to be a parentheses at the end of this one when it makes the EP or the album, and it's going to be Brandy's song. I actually wrote it about my girlfriend. We met at the same bar I opened up for Brandon Jenkins at, and she walked in, and I was singing. I was up there, and then I know I kind of got lost. It's just, you know, I got
People
rarely
watcher.
do I get sidetracked though. You know,
Yeah.
people watch when I'm there, but I try to stay focused and I don't know. When
Start singing songs like Yoda.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, I started writing that, and I don't know. Then I finished the chorus, and you know, said "Love Strongest Sin," and I was like, well, you know, let's just kind of change it. You know, change the message from a love song to just the fact that, you know, just because I don't go to church all that often, and you know, I'm not overly religious, doesn't mean that you know, I don't deserve love, and
Yeah.
you know, doesn't
It's
deserve
a
acceptance.
great comparison,
Yeah.
and not one I've ever heard in a song before.
Yeah, that's one of those that I just don't really know where it came from. It
Yeah.
just hit me, and I just ran with
It's
it.
good
so
stuff, man.
I appreciate
And guys,
that.
I mean, we found out that he legitimately finished this song today.
Yeah, about an hour before I left the house, I've had two verses and the chorus to it. I played it a few times at the live shows and just thought, man, it's just missing something.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there just running through the songs I was gonna do, and something just hit, and I just
So,
finished,
guys, this
finished
is
the bridge.
actually the world premiere of a
This
brand
is.
new song
Brand new.
from Cody Daniel. It's called "Love Strong as Sin," right here in the ETX ROCKS living room. Y'all check it out.
Well, I remember the time that I first saw your face. I was half drunk and high, singing on stage. You had to be the prettiest dang thing I'd ever seen. Well, I stumbled my way to the end of that song. Then I stumbled up to you. You know it didn't take me long. Well, I didn't hit no angels, no church choir swing, but still my heart sang the sweetest damn love song that I've ever heard. You saved my soul without a word, baptized in fire by the touch of your skin. A newfound believer in love strong as sin. Yeah, a newfound believer in love strong as sin. I ain't all that religious, I very little pray. I stay out all night and sleep in all day. Try to walk the straight and narrow, but often I stray too far and wide. I rarely shadow church doors or sing them old hymns, for here a preaching about brimstone and how our time's near. It didn't take the Holy Spirit or eating bread and wine to make my heart shine. The sweetest damn love song that I've ever heard. You saved my soul without a word, baptized in fire by the touch of your skin. A newfound believer in love strong as sin. Yeah, a newfound believer in love strong as sin. If ever comes a time my voice starts to go, there's one tune my heart will always know. The sweetest damn love song that I've ever heard. You saved my soul without a word, baptized in fire by the touch of your skin, a newfound believer in love strong as sin, yeah, a newfound believer in love strong as sin.
All right, guys, so that was Love Strong as Sin by the one and only Cody Daniel. First time here on the ETX ROCKS Show. And so if people are hearing about you for the first time, where can they follow along with everything you got going on social media?
You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You just search Cody Daniel Music and probably pull up pretty two first names, so pretty rare.
Yeah. And do you have a website as well? Or?
I do not have a website, not yet. But follow me on social media, guys. I post all my shows there, acoustic, full band, whatever. And yeah, just come out, see a show, give me some requests. I'll cover any song I can, most songs I'll cover.
Do you want to build a snowman? Is that one of your?
I will. You want me to? I've done Moana. I do Britney Spears. I mean,
hey,
you
me
heard me doing some Stone Temple Pilots earlier. I'll do whatever. I
heard that.
want everybody to have a good time. So.
Yeah, very cool. And so we'll link his Facebook page down in the description below. That way, it's a one click for you guys to go over there and follow or like Cody Daniel. And that's a huge way you can support an artist without ever even opening up your wallet. So just hit that like button, help a brother out. Because that is something that's very important to an artist in the 21st century. Because everybody looks at that nowadays.
Right,
the
yeah.
venues, the labels, everybody. They want to see your social media.
How many likes
following.
do you have?
Yeah, it's silly, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
So hit the like button. Don't hit it twice, just one time. Now, you did mention an EP. Is there an ETA on that?
There's not. I just kind of whittling away at it.
Okay.
Just when I have some extra cash, some free time. I'm not trying to rush anything. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been sitting back, sitting on these songs for years now, so I'll just perfect them a little more and more. And whenever I get 5 or 6
looking
recorded.
forward to that, man. Cool. I'm pretty stoked about that because I heard 3 songs today. I want to hear more already, so be looking for that. Cody Daniel's first EP coming out. Put some pressure on.
Hopefully
Tell him
next
to hurry
year.
up.
Hopefully next year.
2019, we're gonna hold him to it. Brandy, hold him to it. All right, we got this. 2019.
2019.
All right,
You got
you
it.
heard it here first, guys. So when we have him back next year, we're gonna be like, "What the heck's going on, Cody Daniel?"
All right. I'll have an EP together, if not a full album, by the time I'm on here next time.
Okay, very cool. So again, it's Cody Daniel Music on Facebook. We're going to link that down below. He also has a Twitter and Instagram. I don't know if he shows pictures of food or not. You'll have to find out by following him.
If it makes it to the picture. Usually it's gone before it hits the table.
Yeah.
So
That's what happens with me too. My fiance's like, "You weren't supposed to eat that. I didn't picture it yet." I'm like, dude, you have to tell me this stuff first. Apparently a half-eaten bowl of cereal is not interesting on Instagram. I don't know.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Social media these days.
Social media is awesome. No, it's not. Guys, if you're tuned in to us for the first time, we want to thank you guys for spending some time with us today during Cody's first visit to the show. If you would like to follow along with everything we have going on, we're located on all social media at ETX ROCKS. Just Google the words ETX ROCKS. You'll find us everywhere. Yeah, so if you're listening on audio, we're also over there on the YouTube, and it's high definition. It's like 720p. So be prepared. One of us is good looking, and it's not this guy. Lots of really glorious facial hair on the show today, though, for sure.
I'm a little jealous. I'm gonna have to work on mine now.
Come on, at least yours is trimmed, man. Mine looks like I've been homeless for 6 years.
Nothing wrong with that.
Like, feed me. I need to be a lot skinnier to get that image out there, though.
I've got some change in the car.
Cool. Very cool. I'm still, I'm saving up for a cup of coffee at Starbucks. I don't even like coffee, y'all. Coca-Cola. Anyway, guys, check us out on the YouTube. And while you're over there, smash that subscribe button. That's the best way you can support us here on the show. And apparently there's a bell there, too. So hit the bell. That'll notify you when we have new content up, including that episode 300 I was telling you about earlier. It's coming out right around the corner. You don't want to miss that. If you're a songwriter, legitimately, we have done 350 episodes of this show. And the last thing Vince Gill says on that show, if you're a songwriter, you want to hear it. You want to hear it. So make sure you tune into that unbelievable advice from the man. And I'll let you listen to it before we leave.
Perfect.
Before you leave.
I'm anxious.
Yeah. So make sure you check that out. That's episode 300. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube. We're also completely self-funded on the show, which means we could use your help. We have a donate link set up at www.paypal.me/ETX ROCKS, and we'll take all forms of currency. We used to limit it to just drachma, but now we'll take American dollars because drachma doesn't spend here at all. I have so much drachma, I'm speaking a different language now. Yeah. So send us money, y'all. It's www.paypal.me/ETX ROCKS. And of course, we have a website as well. It's www.etxrocks.show with an internet radio playlist of over 400 songs that have been performed live right here on the show, including the 3 that Cody did today. That'll be on there by the end of the day today. So check those out. You'll have to scroll through to find them. But there's a lot of artists on there. Everybody you see on the wall just about is in that playlist. Just ridiculous content on there. And of course, you can also find all of our full-length episodes and all kinds of stuff on there. Go check it out. It's etxrocks.show. And as we've said on this show for 3 seasons now, we want to thank you guys out there for always supporting live music of all genres and all styles. And don't ever forget,
ETX rocks!
that's right.
To my name, work to stay alive was the name of the game. Granddaddy painted houses trying to pay the bills. Probably spent more trying to get his fill. Got my first job when I was 15, stacking hay bales for old man Eugene. $20 a day if I could clear the whole line. Turn right around and I'd blow it all on by. I guess the apple don't fall far from the tree. You can stand up on the hill and down on your knees. Living on the highway just trying to get by me. I'm just looking for a quiet place to die. The homeless man sits on a corner of the street, begging for change at the rich man's feet. Rich man tilts his nose up and walks on by, looking down on the man like begging, is it right? He don't see the scars from the lead in his chest or the hate towards God can take in his leg. Rich man goes on home like his shit don't stink and pretends to be a hero to his family. I guess the apple don't fall far from the tree. You can stand up on the hill or down on your knees. Living on the harbor just trying to get by me. I'm just looking for a quiet place to die. Guess the apple don't fall far from that tree. You can stand up on a hill or down on your knees, yeah. Living on the hog or just trying to get by me. I'm just looking. Well, I guess the apple don't fall far from that tree, yeah. Stand up on the hill and down on your knees.
From the unknown to the stars, from the couch to the car, from the unheralded and the unheard, to the legends and beyond, it's where we all belong. Yes, this is where it all starts. From every genre, from every plane, this is where the music's played. So tune right in, won't you bring a friend? This is where it all begins. Welcome to the show, let the music flow, of every style and creed. And you can bet your socks that ETX rocks.